Hey fancy friends, or hi if you're new, my name is David. Today it's going to be a planty vlog. We're gonna go big box store plant shopping at a local big box store. I just repeated myself, at Lowe's, and we're gonna see what kind of houseplants they have. They had a good, pretty selection of houseplants. I was pretty satisfied on the plants that we found. Nothing too crazy, but I did got some plant supplies that I needed. A spray that I've been wanting to go ahead and try out. I heard so many good things about it, and it's time to see if it actually is what everybody's been talking about, or how it's gonna help me and my Hoyas. But yeah, and also they had some good selection on clearance plants. There was one that I would have snatched up, but I already have my own, and I'm really trying to be good at not buying duplicates. But I'm really excited to go ahead and take you guys plant shopping, and then afterwards we're gonna do some plant chores and my potting soil mixture, because I finally got all of my ingredients that I needed. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. Alrighty, so we're at the Lowe's. It's been a hot minute since I've gone plant shopping at this location. It's just a beautiful begonia, and look, it has the actual name Red Kiss. I've never seen one this very lush and full, and that leaf is so big. And then here's another beautiful begonia. These are $21, by the way. Not bad. I'm seeing a lot of lemon lime philodendrons, and it looks so good. I already have my little baby. Look at that little birthmark. That is so cute. Look, here's another cute little birthmark. I wish this can be stable. That would be so beautiful. But a Gorgianis lemon lime philodendron, nice big old basket for $21. And then a cute little bromeliad, aglaonemas. Super duper cute. Silver streak pothos. They also have a really good clearance section, which I'm super duper excited to go ahead and see what they have. These are $15.98. They got your Freddy. It's a ficus. Cute little tree. And then they have these cute little arrangements with a different bacchia, Madagascar tree, a purple waffle plant, I believe, for $17.98. They got some golden pothos, ficus, no, it's not a tiniki, it's a ficus, good old ficus. Beautiful different bacchias. Look at this. It's a really good way you can see it, like how they fill it up with water. And these little strings are like little butt plugs. And the plant basically drinks up the water like a straw. That's how they water all of these plants. For a second I thought I was like, is this a Hoya compacta? But no, it's a beautiful twister lipstick plant. You can see some new growth coming in, which looks really good. These have the most beautiful red blooms. Really nice. Yeah, twister lipstick plants. They got some sago palms. Is that I don't think it's a sago palm. I know it's a palm something. But $12.98. This is a sago palm. That's really cheap. I like how cheap that is. $12.98. Here's a calathea. Yeah, calathea. $12.98. That one looks a little bit crispy, but this one doesn't look that bad. The only thing is these girlies get spider mites like crazy, or they get very crispy very fast in low humidity, or if you overwater them or underwater them. They're a little bit of divas. Cute little syngoniums. It's been a while since I've seen some Maria syngoniums, also known as arrowhead plants. $5.98. They got some China dolls. I'm probably gonna have to go ahead and take one of these, since I've been seeing some variegated ones, and I really want a variegated China doll. They're so beautiful, but I first gotta master the plant. I do know they like to stay moist, and they appreciate humidity along with everything else. Here's a green heartleaf philodendron. It looks pretty good. $6. Okay, here's another one. It doesn't look bad. Look at that. Has a lot of good growth happening. Here are some lucky bamboos, or well, they're Dracaenas. That's the actual name, but people know them as lucky bamboos. These are $5, and they have these little roots. on these tubes. It's pretty cool. Some more arrangements. Oh, an alocasia. Oh, look at that. I don't know if it's damaged or if it's like a variegated alocasia. I feel like somebody was debating on getting it. I've heard stories where like even when there's one little splash, you can still go ahead and trigger it to get more variegation. But I don't know. I don't want to go ahead and risk it. But this is not bad. This is one of Coastal Farm's fancy planters. I like how heavy it is. Very good. It's like $25, but this is a beautiful, good-looking alocasia. That's really, really cool. And then it has a flower coming in, which is pretty cute. Here are some. Well, there's a jade pothos, and then there's pearls and jade pothos. You get 2 in 1, $6. Basically, one of them reverted. Okay, I don't see a lot of crazy stuff on the live trends. Look at this. Just like an alocasia, and it has spider mites. You can see by the webbing. $18.98. They got some hangy baskets of green heartleaf philodendron. Look at that. $20.98. I see some golden pothos, some Brazils. It's just some really, really good looking nerve plants, also known as Betonias. There is a rabbit's foot fern. I'm probably gonna have to go ahead to visit a nursery because we keep seeing like, I mean, these are really good finds. This is a nice big old Cebu blue. They're so like massive during this time of the season. Big old hangy baskets. These are really, really nice. For 21, a Boston fern. Those are awesome too, but they require a lot of humidity, you guys, and they like to stay moist all the time. But these are awesome for like a balcony or a patio or in the bottom of a tree. Very tropical looking. They got some variegated Cupid peperonias for $21. Nice little baskets. Purple waffle plants. No, I always get confused. This is a Snow White waffle plants. This is the Belgian waffle plant. I thought it was a purple waffle plant. Look at this one, Dragon's Tongue. Cute little names. Some petunias. I've never seen such a massive prayer plant. Look at this one. And I like how it's starting to vine down. That looks really, really good. These are $17. There's so many new leaves coming in as well. Look at that. I love it. They got a green heartleaf philodendron as well. And then here is an alocasia, $14.98. Are there any variegated looking ones? That's a really, really good price, but I don't know. They got some more different bacchias. Okay, what else? This is like an alocasia, but what kind of alocasia? A lot of pretty ones. Collectia Freddy. They got these awesome little, oh, this is new. I've never seen this kind of planter. $16.98 from Urban Jungle. I love it. Really, really cute markings. So they have this orange looking one, this beige looking one, and this dark purple. Beautiful. That's a really good. I just love it. I love it. Like, they keep it so exciting. It's like a fashion show for planters. Like, what's in season, right? Some red marantas, $25, and these smaller ones are $16.98, so $17. That's not bad. And you get some really good looking plants. This was a nice Scandapsis. Oh my gosh, I'm just waiting for the one that just speaks to me. But these are some nice big old leaves. I just want to see like a bigger version, like on one of these planters for $25. I'll be down for that, but I'm still looking for the perfect one. I'm not really in a rush because I kind of just rushed with my lemon philodendron. I just wanted one so bad, and now I'm seeing so many good ones, like so many good ones that I'm just like, I should have waited, but I was waiting for so long. Here's a little pepperoni for $21 as well. But yeah, I'm just like telling myself, it's okay, you're gonna find your dream Scandapsis exotica soon. Here are some variegated ring of fires for $20. Sometimes they have really good variegation. Like, look at this one. That's gorgeous. They got some painted ladies. Love, love, love. I see some ravens, which are really awesome. We got some junky jungle boogie philodendrons. Look at these Stephanbachias. Oh, they're only $23. Look at that. The thing is, I would 1000% give it a really good grow light, because these don't play. They need light. Y'all, these, oh my goodness, these are only $20? They're huge. What? Look at this. $20. Look how big this leaf is. What? Oh my gosh. I already have mine. But these are really good if you've been looking for one. Literally, girl, go ahead and snatch it up. This is such a good deal. For $20 for 3 plants. And sometimes they have more little babies. This is only 3 though, but still, it's really good. They got some big old leaves. Wow. That's nice. These are really nice. I like the different backyards as well. Flowers, fiddly figs. What else do they have? We got some money trees. Your regular orchids. These are $16, and oh my gosh, these don't have any. Girl, they're gonna get rot. Some of them probably already have rot. How sad. Corn plants for $23. That's not bad. They're really nice and big, a good old size. Bromeliads. I got some on status for $25. Yeah, I want to go to the clearance section, but there's some employees right there, and I don't think they're gonna move. So I don't think I'm gonna show y'all just what y'all saw in the beginning. We're gonna go outside and see what else they have outside, and hopefully they're not there. I don't want to go right there because like they're super duper close and it's gonna be uncomfortable, like, you know. So I'm looking for any sports, and I always have a really bad eye. But sometimes, last time we found an Aurora variegated one, which basically is like green on green, and it was literally the most beautiful plants out there. But I'm not even the one that found it. It was my boyfriend, which is now my husband. He found it, which is crazy. I can't believe it surpassed my eyes, but that was a really awesome find. And yeah, never say never, girl. Like, I literally found one, and people find them all the time. Like, every day there's at least one person that has found one. It's just a little fun activity, even though some of these look so beaten up. These monsteras is so sad. But they got some really good stuff. This location, not that bad. Not too shabby. But let's go ahead and check out outside. Cute little orchid. And hopefully they got some better stuff outdoors. These peace lilies are nice too. I know people don't really care much about these peace lilies, but I like these for the kitchen. They're just not so dramatic, and they do pretty good, honestly, with office light, which is kind of crazy. Like, they would do okay. I don't know how. Doesn't make any sense, but I've heard stories, and I've even seen it with my own eyes of people having this, and it's just a nice looking one, actually. I like it a lot. People just have some of these with no windows, just literally overhead light, and they're alive. I don't know, but I know it's a thing. Look at these stems, they're so variegated. And that leaf is super duper cute. They've been coming out with some really good old ones as well. Look, they have your leaf shine. Look how dusty these are. Yeah, no. You can make your own just with neem oil, trust. And it helps prevent pests. So, they got some tropical food. This thingy. I actually want to buy some orchid fertilizer for my orchids, and also for my Hoyas. People say it's really, really good, so I'm gonna buy that right now. And I also gotta buy some orchid bark mix and perlite. And then I'm gonna go to Walmart and get my potting soil that I always use because I'm running out. Which is nice. But let's go ahead and see what they have outside. Oh, they have some, I keep finding more stuff hidden. This is a cute little Fitonia. Okay. Doesn't have a, oh, it does have a butt plug. There you go. There you go. You're gonna get some better light. I think this is like for, look at this, for the fungus nets. That's good. They have 7 of them, and they're only for $8.98. Attracts and traps insects hiding in house plants. Okay, that's not bad. But I like they have more on this side as well. I like how they're advertising traps, aphids, whiteflies, fruit flies, and fungus gnats. That's interesting. Okay, we're on the outdoor clearance section. I don't think it's just a begonia, right? But it's an outdoor begonia. I don't know. I'm just looking outside if I can find any variegated bird of paradise, because people do find some really, really good old stuff as well. Look at this cute little variegated banana. Oh my goodness. It's just way too big, but I love those markings. How, oh, it's only $21.98. I would love it. Oh, that's so sad. It looks like it's variegated, but it's sick, y'all. Yeah, I don't see any other good old plants on clearance, but they do have some house plants outside, and we can check those out. Sometimes in the back, that's what you can see. In those aisles, you can find some good racks, like niche shipments. They're always hiding though, but I don't see any good ones right now. I think they already moved, y'all. I think the clearance section is open. Look at these little, what are these, lilies? I feel like they have spider mites. Giant leopard plant. I like how round the leaves are. It's kind of cute. So I'm gonna show you guys the succulents before we look at the orchid mixture, the spray. These Francinas are only $22.98. Look at this sad little, oh, I should ask for clearance. Ooh, that's really cheap though. It just needs water. And even then, I don't think it would be a good markdown, to be honest. Lemon lime, Cupid. They got some cute little succulents. It's gonna go a little bit slow. What else do they have? Look at these little cactuses. That one's blooming. How cool. Yeah, oh, it's just a blue candle, isn't it? This one. No. It looks like a blue candle. And then these, little fun fact, they literally cut these and they place it on this one. Like, it's 2 different plants. This is basically like a parasite and it's not beneficial at all. It relies on the grain to photosynthesize so this can stay alive. Yeah, but they look pretty cool though. Look at these cactuses. This one was blooming, or it's going to, or it already did. Okay. This one had some cute little interesting flowers. Almost looks like a lipstick plant. Funky looking guy. This is cute. Okay. Interesting. Alrighty, let's get the orchid mist. Ding dong. Actually, let me get my, I probably need a cart, to be honest. I need perlite. This is what I get. Let me see. Orchid. This one. There's different, well, yeah, it's just this one. It's $7.98. You get big pieces of bark, charcoal, and perlite. And yeah, that's basically it, to be honest. And then you need some perlite, which lets the roots breathe and also aerates the soil. Pretty good. This one I tried as well, this begonia looking one, so let me go ahead and get it. $6.53. Girl, I'm like literally already loaded with stuff already. And then where's the orchid fertilizer? People tell me that it works, so I'm gonna try it on my Hoyas and see if they bloom. I'm literally so desperate. And I don't have any beef with Miracle. They actually are pretty reliable. It's not the best, but it's reliable. Even though this is pretty expensive, $8.98. It's literally the same cost of this big old container that I get for fertilizing. It's like that one. That one's 10 pounds for $31.98, but they have another one. Oh, there it is. $15.98, and it honestly lasts me like years and years and years. So, because I'm only fertilizing my houseplants, but yeah, I'm gonna try this fertilizer one. And let's see if my Hoyas bloom. I'll keep you guys posted. I've heard really good stuff about the fish fertilizer, pero it stank really, really bad, so we're not gonna use that. What else? I know Captain Jack's is really good, but I don't see Captain Jack's. Maybe it's like in a different aisle. Okay, let's go and see if the people inside moved. If not, it's okay. They did. Okay, let me see if I can find anything good. Here's the little chart, so you guys can see. The Hamolanea looks good, but I already have one. I don't need another one. I'm trying to be better at not buying duplicates. You got some PPPs on clearance. Pink Princess Philodendrons. On the spray planes. Oh, look at these alocasia. It's been a hot minute, y'all. I like how cheap it is and how big it is. But no, it's like, I don't know. I feel like that one's way too prone to get pests, so I'm just not gonna risk it. But I got the stuff that I needed, my houseplant supplies. All I gotta do is get my soil. Oh shoot, my bad, girl. I see a Brazil, y'all see that? That's beautiful. Yeah, none of these plants are really talking to me, but it's okay. It was still a really productive trip. I got what I needed. Alrighty, y'all. So I haven't posted for 2 days, and honestly, it was just going to be a chill day for me. I was a lot with family. I was a lot of catching up with family and also boyfriend, and I just been in a very cloudy mood. I don't know, but it's going to be okay. Everything is turning around, and yeah. I am also, coffee is not working out for me right now, and Dunkin's isn't either. As a matter of fact, it's making me more sleepy and drowsy. But I got a little secret open. I know these are so bad for the heart, and I'm not proud. I mean, I like that I'm drinking it, but I'm not proud that I'm drinking it, you know, but it's gonna help me push through for today to get a lot of things done with a positive attitude and just like motivated. This always like lifts up my spirits and puts me in a really, really good mood. Afterwards, I'm gonna go to the park, which I'm really, really excited. I feel like a dog. I get excited going to the park. But yeah, and I'm gonna need this to like help me push through some laps. But yes, I'm saying that because like I know this gives you a lot of energy, and I just want to like burn it all at the end at the park. And then once I get home, I just eat something, I take a shower, and then I just crash out. And hopefully that'll fix my sleeping schedule because I keep sleeping at 12. That's besides the point. So today we're gonna go do some, that was some plant shopping on the video, right? And yeah, let me know if you found anything that was really, really cute. So putting a lot of my plants back where they belong. Everything is scattered, like I said. I have to honestly, not even just with life. Life is pretty cool right now. It's not that hectic. What's hectic right now is we're halfway through the year, and I've noticed that I'm not really organizing my taxes pretty good, and it was messing me up inside. Really, really personal, like irrelevant, but yeah, it was basically that. And right now I'm trying to catch up on organizing all of my taxes, like all of my tax stuff and receipts, and like organizing everything, making sure that everything makes sense and just makes sense. So that's what I'm doing right now, and it's really stressful. Really stressful. I know you can hire an accountant and they can help you, and it's also tax deductible. Down the line, I might need to go ahead and do that because I really, really hate doing all this, and I keep needing to Google everything to make sure it's not a miscellaneous or if I'm not going over or under. So yeah, tax stuff, fun. But it's cool though. Today, I'm gonna show you guys right now a mixture of the potting soil, literally each and every single one of them. And then I'm just sip my thingy dong right now really quickly. Just give me a minute. I've noticed that, excuse me, I've noticed that I don't have my awesome planters that I love from Amazon. These planters, they're the same size. It's okay though. What we're just gonna go ahead and do is remove the old soil that's on these plants. They're not really thriving. They're alive and they're pushing out growth, but very slowly, and the soil just looks dead to me. It looks so, I don't know, it's just, I feel like it needs a fresh potting soil in it. Either we have this one, the Variegated lecheriana. I call it lechera, but I probably should stop calling it that. I just really like the name lechera. I really wish they called it like that. Sounds pretty similar, but it's not. And it, again, it's doing some growth. If anything, it gave me this white leaf, which kind of, it's beautiful, but like it's gonna die. It's gonna do this. This is what happens. They just start to rot because the plant finds out that it's useless, and it just slowly starts getting rid of it, like regretting it. Me. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and repot that with a good chunky mixture. The potting soil, well, let me put everything up together right now. I'm in my PJs right now, so you're gonna see my PJs. Like I said, I literally took a power nap. I woke up like at 8, made breakfast, had my coffee, made breakfast, and then I was feeling extremely drowsy. I was fighting to stay up. I was cleaning the kitchen, and then I was like, no, like maybe this is a sign of like high blood sugar or something like that. Like when your body struggles to process the sugar, it starts getting you drowsy and sleepy, right? It's getting like a sign of being pre-diabetic. And I was like, no, I need to like help my body like burn this sugar. It's, you know, like maybe if I just keep moving around, not aggressively, but like just like mopping and scrubbing things down, maybe it helped me. Girl, it was rough, girl. And of course I was drinking water, and I kept Googling a lot of things. I'm not believing everything on Google, but I do take it with a grain of salt. And yeah, I was like, you know what? I can't. Like, I did a lot of good house chores, but then I was like, let me go ahead and take a shower and take a power nap. And that's exactly what I did. And I woke up like an hour ago, and then I picked up my Amazon packages because there's a locker over here that we can, stuff like that. And then here I am. I'm like, well, I gotta do some plant chores, and actually I'm a little bit behind on watering, but everything's doing a-okay. As I was in the Amazon locker, I got that one, and I got another one just in case, you know. And then I got some gummies because I love gummies. Okay, here is the soil. It has a tear, and I'm not gonna name who did it, but it made a mess in the carpet. It's Expert Gardener Potting Soil, okay? It's a yellow bag. It used to be a green bag. You need to make sure it's not gardening soil, it's potting soil. Because they look the same, but they're not. I'm being really, because people have been telling me, David, I got that in my... I'm like, girl, do you make sure it's potting soil, girl? In the beginning, I wasn't really clear, but I am now. That's that one. It says it feeds up to 6 months. It has a little bit of fertilizer in here. I don't know if it's organic or there like some chemicals in here. My plants do pretty good with this. It don't smell like manure. So I don't know if it's organic fertilizer. Usually organic fertilizer has a smell. Doo-doo. It's usually doo-doo from cows or some animal, farm animal. But yeah, we got that. And then at the Lowe's, which y'all saw in the shopping, we got the perlite, which I actually still have perlite, but I got another bag because this runs out pretty fast. This is the one that I get. I don't get that one specifically. It's just the one that I found, and I got it again because I had it before and I'm like okay with it. But you don't have to get that specific perlite as long as it's good perlite, you know? If you don't want to be specific, I would recommend this Orchid Bark Mix. The reason why I love this so much, the big pieces of bark helps a lot with drainage, and then it has big pieces of charcoal, which supposedly cleans something, girl. I don't know, it's beneficial, That's what I've heard, okay? And why not just, you know, it's an extra plus one, right? And then it has big pieces of perlite, which again helps with aeration for the roots and also fast draining soil for the plants. So really, really good stuff. And again, it makes it look really nice. It makes a nice, chunky, beautiful mixture, which I think I still have a little bit left, but yeah. And then of course, the orchid fertilizer. I'm actually so happy to go ahead and try it out. Oh, it has a safety feature. Look at that. Locked, unlocked. Okay, I want to spray on something. You know how long I've been wanting to try this out? I need to find, I have Hoyas. Let me see if I can find a Hoya. I don't want to get these, but damn, you thirsty. Why y'all dying? Y'all are so dramatic. Like, be so for real. No, cause literally same girl. I feel you. We're gonna do this. Hoyas can absorb nutrients through their soil. This is a Hoya Incrusata Eclipse. I lost my label machine. I lost it, y'all. I lost it. I flipped the entire apartment around. I have no clue where it's at. I'm probably gonna find it next year. I lost my AirPods 2 years ago and I found them last week. I found my old AirPods. I could have sworn I thought I threw it away, but no, I found them. So that's nice. But I'm probably gonna find the label machine. Okay. I got a new one and it's coming in today. I don't know why it's a little bit of a delay, but it's coming today and I'm excited because I want to label a lot of my plants that I don't know the name of, because God forbid I don't know a plant's name and I get dragged like no one's business and degraded just for not knowing a basic plant, but I know how to make it thrive. So I'm gonna go ahead and label all of my plants that I don't know and give myself some homework so I know their actual names. Yeah, because I should probably know that, right? So basically all you really do, you don't really spray in the soil. If anything, this should be like sitting on the shelf and you just do that. Like, that's literally all you do. Yeah, you can also fertilize it on the orchids. I mean, obviously, right? But people say it's really good for Hoyas to make them bloom, and I'm getting desperate. So I don't know how often I gotta do it. Let me see. In addition to regular watering, spray leaves, roots, and growing media. Oh, I guess you can do that once per week. Take care to avoid flowers. Okay, not to spread of the flowers that they have flowers. So I will be doing this once a week and we'll see if I get any Hoya flowers. I've never made a Hoya bloom. I can make my Hoyas grow like crazy. I have a lot of my Hoyas that are blooming now, that are pushing out new growth pretty nicely, but I have not made a Hoya bloom. And I keep hearing and seeing so many other people making them bloom. And I hate you for that. Like, I don't know how y'all do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it like this. I've heard of all the methods, but for some reason, they just don't wanna bloom for me. All they wanna do is put out growth. And honestly, that's cool because like I'm a big foliage person. But now I wanna see some Hoya flowers. Like, I wanna see some flowers because, oh shoot. Look at my Hoya. This was a little tiny Hoya, right? And look at all of these new crazy roots. I know they put out flowers on the peduncle, but I have not found a peduncle at all. I see a peduncle, y'all! Shut up. I'm so gay. Hold on. I think, is this a peduncle? Y'all see it? Let me see. Y'all see that right there? Look, my thumb. This. Is that a peduncle, y'all? Or is it new growth? I think it's a peduncle. I see many bugs too. Oh my goodness! Supposedly this is one of the easiest Hoyas to bloom, so I would not be surprised if this is my first one that ever blooms, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out pretty fast. So, it's just one of the fast growing Hoyas I've ever had in my collection, to be honest. It grows pretty crazy. But yeah, I made my anthuriums, peace lilies, what else? Anthuriums, peace lilies, tridescantias, begonias, santiverias now, my succulents and my cactuses, my spider plants, my marantas, prayer plants, same thing, right? A string of everything. I have my string of turtle that's bloomed, my string of bananas that's bloomed. I made almost everything kind of bloom except the pothos and the philodendron. I've heard they can bloom, but we don't really know. People say theoretically every plant is supposed to bloom, but I don't know. I don't know if I got some fertilizer in here, but I guess whatever. That was it on that one. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of woke me up so a little bit. Oh, and illicit plant bloom as well. Like I said, I made a lot of them bloom. I gained some weight. Okay. Now we're gonna do my little mixture and start the repotting. We're gonna do it upside down because that's where the terry is at, and it only makes sense to do it like this. Oh, my tiger friend is thirsty. Okay. Gosh. There you go. Go cheat now. I'm gonna go get a face mask and I'm gonna get some water to water my tiger friend because that's stressing me out. Okie dokie. I got actually way too much water, but it's cool. And I gotta save this receipt. Hi. Okay. I am so sorry, girly pop. You is dry. You look so pale. Please don't throw a BF. What's a BF? I can water this one too. I forgot to mention. Stop it. I forgot to mention that I also got some. What you call it? A new sprayer, because the one that I had, you guys, broke. So I bought another one to break it again. No, because honestly, that spray was awesome to water the plants in the balcony. And then also, it was really, really nice because I was spraying a lot of my plants with neem oil and it helped a lot. A lot. And it made them look so beautiful and shiny. The thing is, it broke, so I can't use it no more. But I'm getting a new one today, so I'm really, really excited for that. I want to go ahead and spray my plants back again because these mealybugs are stressing me out. So here is my K995 face mask. I honestly have so many of these. I bought them last year and I still have a lot. It was like 100 pack on Amazon for like $15, like $20. And I didn't know they were like really high quality face mask until my brother told me. He works in the hospital, and he told me like, you have these face masks, and I'm like, yeah, I got them from Amazon, cause like I was working during that time, and it was that time when people were getting sick a lot in the warehouse, and I didn't want to get sick because I was getting a little bit sick, and I was like, oh heck no. So I bought these because they had really good reviews. And then my brother told me like, those are like literally what they use in the hospital. That's like the best quality face mask. I didn't know that. So K95 mask, y'all. Go get you some on Amazon. They're super cheap. Oh, I can't breathe through this. I got a big nostril. I actually have a nostril that doesn't work. Somebody told me to use like this little spray thingy. It doesn't work, girl. Something in my nose is like busted. Like, okay, so the reason why I put the face mask, by the way, because it's gonna get really, really, really unbearable, breathable in a bit, and that's just nasty. I don't really have exact measurements on how much I put in here. I just go based off whatever I feel like putting in here. If I put, let me see, I guess 4 gallons of soil or 3 gallons of soil, I'll put like 2 cups of perlite or 3 cups of perlite. So every gallon, I'll put a cup of perlite. And then 2 cups of orchid bark mix, depending how chunky you want your soil. That's the best measurements I can give you as an estimate, right? But as you're mixing it around, you would see like what else is missing. And if you know how these work, like their properties, like what I've mentioned, if you're an underwater and overwater, you would know how much to put in there, right? I'm an underwater, but I just put a lot of perlite, more because the roots breathe, y'all. I don't know. I've noticed that my plants love perlite so much, so that's why I use that, because my plants react so good with it. I guess they like to breathe. Who would know, right? Oh. Close! It doesn't want to close. There you go. Ay, David, de veras. Let me show it to you, girl. Voila! Now, usually you want to get a stick. I have a stick that I can use. You can use your hands or some gloves, but no. I'm gonna just use this busted bamboo stick that I have over here and just stir it around. And then at the very end, I'll put my hands in there. You guys can't even see. Let me see if I can lift it up a little bit. Here's some old mixture that I've made. Okay. Now we're really gonna get in there. You gotta go on the edges because sometimes the perlite gets stuck in there, like it doesn't move anywhere else and it stays on the edges. I'm gonna make sure that everything's incorporated. I really gotta edit my videos, girl. Be so for real. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start repotting this Epipremnum. It keeps doing this. It's so nasty. And but it's doing it on the variegated parts. If you don't like your leaves, then stop putting out variegated leaves, girl. Be FFR, for real. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't even like its spot where it's at, so we're just gonna go ahead and dump out the old soil. We're gonna disrupt the roots a little bit. We're gonna use a sun planter, by the way. Oh, a little baby, how cute. Spaghettis. You like spaghettis? Just like that. this on a different planter, to be honest. I don't know if I like this one. I don't like that at all. The question is, I have really big planters, and I really thought I can put it back in its original. I just wanted to change the soil. That's literally all I wanted to do. But looking at it now, I'm gonna have to, it's actually due for repotting. Doesn't want to fit nicely. So let me go ahead and get some new planters and I'll be back. Alrighty, change of plants. So I got a really good planter for her and it's gonna do a lot better for sure. The lechera one, we're probably gonna go ahead and probably have to find a new planter for her. I don't think it's gonna fit on its original plant. It's not gonna fit on a 6-inch. So we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to go ahead and look for a different planter for her. And it's such a beautiful plant that I want to make sure I can get a pretty one. So this is a very drastic size jump. Some might say, David, what are you doing? But I've done this so many times. And yeah, it has a hole in it, so that's just what we're gonna go ahead and do. You're gonna see, girl. Like, it's gonna like literally grow so crazy. It's gonna grow crazy. And it's gonna fill in pretty fast. Now, where it was before, it's not gonna fit in there anymore. So I need to go ahead and I can find her a new spot. But I have a good idea where to put her. I'm trying to show it on the camera, but it's making it, I can't even. It just doesn't fit in there, so I'm gonna have to do it on the bottom over here. I've also noticed that Epipremnums, like the Silver Blue, have very invasive roots. They grow a lot of roots. Okay. It almost gives off like a pistillary a little bit. That's basically it. Nothing too crazy. You just gotta water her pretty good in the tub. I gotta rinse off the foliage, get rid of the soil that's on the leaves, and then place her in a really, really good spot where there's going to be some good natural light. So that is basically it, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this random chaotic video. To be honest, I'm probably gonna go ahead and make myself a tea tonight if I don't get knocked out and just spend some time with my plants. I really gotta go ahead and, I don't know, just chill. But yeah, saying about the day to each and every one of y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.